We have institutions that are put in place to work on this. But the reason why the president came out to say, look, we are going to do this, is because of the social media expose. So he was just trying to cool down the anger that was revolving around. But to me, we have institutions that are supposed to be doing that work. It's not the work of the president to say, look, we are going to arrest these people. We have the DCI, we have the EACC. But when you say a president talking like that, what does it mean? All these institutions have failed. The reason why we are here, the reason why we are discussing this thing, is because the institutions have failed. Why do we have EACC? Why do we wait for a common mwananchi, civil society, to expose these things through the social media? That look, SHA is paying whatever, non-existent. Yet we have institutions that are supposed to be doing that. We give them billions of money each and every year. But you see, these institutions are very good. When it comes to political issues, they'll move very fast and arrest someone. But when it comes to corruption issues, how many people have you seen being arrested this year? You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that corruption is in Kenya. Everyone knows what is happening around. Everyone sees money being stolen left and right. But how many people have been taken to court? The reason being, all these people have connections to who is in power. That's why they cannot. For you to be appointed as CS for health, you must have certain connection. For you to be appointed the chairman of SHA, you must have certain connection. Two, the reason why you saw the president complaining that, look, parliament is corrupt, because his people are not able to work. For you to be taken to parliament, you need, like PS, you need 10 million for you to be cleared. And it's a known thing, it's all over. For anyone to appear before this, to be vetted, for you to be cleared, you need 5 million or 10 million. These are a known thing. And you know, they're saying, look, we are taking this because the president is leading the way. The MPs are saying, look, the president bribed us to do the impeachment for Gachagua. For us to pass certain bills, we are always given money. So you see, it's a normal thing in parliament. So we need certain intervention. And I'm happy the chairman for EACC went to parliament and prayed for the corruption not to happen. But you see, prayers alone without action is nothing. So for us to see this, let me tell you, today if the president wants SHA to crack this thing on SHA, he only needs one phone call. And all those people will be put in.
Are you doubting the president's commitment on SHA?
The reason being, he talks tough, but what does he do? He doesn't implement.
All right.
Yeah.
What happens, Fred? What the president does, he knows deep inside what he's doing, but he does a lot of PR. So whatever you hear him say, don't take it seriously out there. There are two personalities. What he does is different from what he says. He'll go there and say how the Katiba is good and all that, but he's killing it inside every day. So all this what you see is not what you get. For example, when you go and say corruption is happening, yet you know that you started corruption in parliament by the door opened during impeachment. When people know money can be exchanged. Now, when MPs know they can get money every weekend to go and contribute in the empowerment, money they know that is coming from somewhere, they know there's a lot of money. And when an MP is given 200,000, of course he gets half of it in his pocket. That is corruption. So don't come then and say, I'm so saddened as the head of state, you know, corruption is all over, you got the 10 million was taken. Fred, if 10 million can be used to pass anti-money laundering law, which is meant to prevent wash, and wash money is spent, what bank should record that law? Number one. Number two, when you talk about, you know, what did you get the money? Now he wants to conflict between MPs so he can get clean. You know, he wants to wash himself. He wants to cleanse himself. That is what we are saying. It's not nice for this country. But look at this. Now, you go and say, you put all the independent organizations that are supposed to fight on their own corruption, you want to be the chairman. Yet, Kenyans are suspecting you to be your fingers in the honey jar. How is all this happening? And here you are here celebrating saying Katiba at 15. Now, when you say SHA will work, let me tell you something about SHA, because I know. When you want to kill a dog, you give it a bad name, that is eating eggs in the compound. So people give NHIF a bad name. If you say that it had a debt of that 3 billion, Fred, it is not that woman from Kagio Market or Molo who has paid in bills in NHIF. These are the big boys of that regime. So because you can't remove them and put yourself, you simply put another animal called SHA. So now all the big boys of the current regime can now come into SHA and continue doing what they know best. So don't be surprised, Kenyans, please. This is something we saw a long time ago. it needed only 800, I think it should be 700 million to restructure NHIF, to upgrade it, leader mama, everything else, to move to that level. But 104 billion to create something, because there are some people who, that is according to the Auditor General, that are siphoning the little money you are giving Fred. They are siphoning in the name of, they are sustaining they are maintaining the system. Now let me go to this. SHA will not work. He says SHA it will not work, number one. Number two, the chairman of SHA himself, he's been given so much money more than anybody else. Nothing is happening. The minister is defending him. The minister is defending himself. That is what you see in this country. Okay. Nothing is going to happen. So when he said this will happen, they will be jailed, SHA was supposed to prevent that. Already it is happening.
All right, and there's already admission by the CS that at least 1,000 hospitals have been suspended from the system for wrongdoing. Yes, the PS agrees that he even explained how some of this fraud is carried out, meaning that they're already aware